What's up, y'all? Anti-Social Files, Volume 3. Just because I'm in the room with me doing me, I ain't got no weed this time. I wanted to keep that going. That'll be on Volume 4. This ain't gonna be long, trust me. You know, this ain't gonna be a two-parter either. We're gonna get this out the way. We're gonna do a couple battles from 2 events. And I'll make it short and sweet. Just a bit, you know. I'm gonna try to at least. I'm gonna cover 3 of the battles that dropped off rookies versus vets, and a couple of battles, some of my favorite battles from off of Blackout 5. We're gonna start with Suge and Saga. This was really hard to pick, yo, because it's really almost about preference. I kind of hope Suge will flip the script, like I said in the predictions, but he tried to in the 3rd round, and it didn't work out to his best ability. But I will say this, I agree with my angry fan. I wish I had an axe to throw at niggas, you know, and shit. But shout out to the angry fan movement. I fuck with y'all. I give it to angry fan on this point. Suge didn't have to tell niggas to wake up in that battle. His aggression and performance, along with the bars he brought, made niggas wake up. While Saga, he was spitting these great-ass rhymes. Great-ass rhymes. Long schemes or setups or whatever, but he had to get the crowd to wake up. You know, when he was saying some shit, niggas had a light response and he wanted niggas to wake up. And he had a dope performance too. Not saying that Saga lost. Like I said, it's all on preference. If you love bars and how his setups are, then you're gonna go for Saga. If you want to see, a veteran performance get put down to a T, you might fuck with Suge. It's a 2-1 either way. 2-1 either way, in my opinion. Cause Saga, I would say he got rounds 2 and 3. While Suge also may have had rounds 1 and 2. Like I said, it's all about preference. So, you know, it's based on that. That's it. I don't want to say who won, but I go off of preference. The battle was fire. I love watching it. Like, this shit is on my little flash drive on my TV. I can watch that joint anytime I want to. I ain't got to go on YouTube. But I will contribute to some views every now and then, you know. Next up. DNA versus Chess. This was kind of hard to pick because of how everything was set up. No, it's not. I lied. I'm going to give this one to DNA. I'm going to give it to DNA, even though I think he kind of subsequently, you know, I don't know. His first round did kind of show that he had some shit. My one thing that I was hoping that he wouldn't, you know, not take the battle light, but not prepare for a day or 2 before the battle and then rely on his freestyles. And he did that, to my belief. His first round to me was my favorite. His first round. His second round, he came with some light shit like he usually do. Then that freestyle he brought with Method Man and Inspect the Deck was dope. In his 3rd round, when he tried to use the battle rappers, the vets, as a lesson, that was all right. And that mRNA scheme, that MNRA scheme was, to me, that setup was fire. That was on my Bar of the Day joint. It wasn't on Bar of the Day, but it definitely made the highlights on the Battle Rap 88 hashtag on Instagram. Check me out, The Creator. The Creator. But I'm not going to easily give it to DNA like this. This is where I was hesitating, thinking about if Chess won or not. If Chess didn't go through what he went through in that first round, we don't know whether he threw up, if he was having breathing problems, whatever the case was. But Chess's first round was fire until that moment. That's what cost him. If he finished this round, he would have completely won. Straight up. He would have completely won. And that's like, you know, this is the only reason why I'm giving it to DNA, because you got to have a full 3 rounds, you know. This is his first time on a big stage. I don't know if that was the reason why he was going through his little breathing, hyperventilation shit, Chess. But nonetheless, Chess did his fucking thing. We already know that 3rd round he spit was stupid. I definitely want to see him on another main stage battle, because it, like, the more, like, you saw this with most of the vets thus far. The more they got into their rounds against these cats, the more comfortable they felt. And as in the words of Loaded Lux, they had to get the feel. They had to get the feel. You know, you got to know what it's like to control a crowd of 500 plus or 1,000 plus people. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to do that. Once you know how to do that, then it's over. You know how to, you found a way to get a big crowd's attention. It's easy to get niggas that's what 100 plus, 100 minus. You know, it's easy to get them niggas to feel your long setups and schemes and shit. But when you got over 500 people, shit, over 300 people, when you got that type of, crowd in front of you, prep was right. You can't come with them long shits. But you don't want to come with some simple shit either. But you had to do something that'll make the crowd fuck with you. And on to that note, like I said, DNA, he automatically won that one. But I still fuck with Chess, because dude at 16 years old ain't nothing to play with at all, straight up. I didn't know he was even 16 until I saw that This Is 50 interview he had with Jack Thriller. Next up, the battle that just got released yesterday on my mom's birthday. Briz Rothstein versus Averb. Briz is one of my 2 personal favorites out the new class. I'll say 3 because it's it's Prep, Top, and Briz. Those are my top 3 out the new class of 2014. So I was wanting to see Briz fuck this nigga up. And he did just that. He did just that. He did what he was supposed to do. And you're gonna have to add this contribution, or you're going to add this. You're gonna have to add this attribute to my man Briz Rothstein. You're gonna have to add unorthodox. You're gonna have to add unorthodox, because dude had some punches in that battle that kind of got slept on. The one that I had in mind particularly was the one he said, like, Smack, this pussy is food. We can either cook him or douche him. I ain't gonna even rewind it or bring it back. You know what a pussy is when that shit gets too big. You gotta douche it. But, yo, I'm gonna give this battle to Briz. 2-1. Straight up. I'm gonna give this battle to Briz. I fuck with Verb. But he came with some shit. His 3rd round at Showtime was bananas. But but when it comes to tight-knit battles like this, and I will say it was tight-knit. When it comes to tight-knit battles like this, I counted on 2 things. Haymakers, like I said with the Rum Nitty and Steam's battle. Punches, the most haymakers, or time. If you had equal time, then you could count on the haymakers. If you had less time, then you might lose the edge. Verb did a little less in his rounds. I don't know, it was supposed to be set the time limits or what the case was. And then you got Briz's freestyle ability, which I still have to listen to when the battle goes on. Because that's one thing. He hasn't, niggas unorthodox. Even his freestyle's unorthodox. Because I didn't know he was freestyling when he battled T-Top for the championship until my boy Kev looked at me like, dude, we freestyling. And I was like, you can tell? He's like, yeah, I can tell. But so I'm going to have to look at that battle one more time. I watched it a couple times, so I'm going to have to look at it one more time to notice the freestyles that Briz pulled in on this nigga, besides the slogan he stole from me. But Briz was kicking ass. The couple of lines that he had, I can't remember off the top, but of course, the one where he said they started, the Verb started singing on the hood like the 5 Heartbeats when the cops pulled him over. That was hard, man. That was hard as shit. But yeah, dude's unorthodox. That's why that's why I ain't gonna say a lot of his punches, because nigga got some Don DeMarcos. But some of his punches was a little bit slept on. Just a little bit. You heard some like, or a couple of oohs in the faint distance, but like I said about that, the douche line, that should have got a Don DeMarco in my opinion, because that shit was it was simple but fire. Yeah, Briz 2-1, Dark Side. What's good, Briz? Okay, now we got those battles out the way. We gotta wait till the rest of them comes out. Go and do a little bit of Blackout 5. Now that's because there's a whole lot of them that's out. Don't mean I'm gonna do a whole lot of them. I'm gonna pick a few of them. And even though this battle has been out on pay-per-view, on bootleg pay-per-view too, since the event happened, this shouldn't be too long to process. I'm gonna start with Daylight and Mad Child. We saw it on the pay-per-view. The official footage of it just got dropped last week. And the more I look at it, the more you realize Daylight ain't nothing to be fucked with when he's a serious dude. Straight up. I want to see another elbow scheme. Y'all ready for the elbow? But, oh yeah. Daylight and Mad Child, truly a classic. Mad Child, for a return, was great. You notice he did stumble here and there for a couple of things that didn't... To me, it affected his performance. But when you got fans that's, unbiased or, that'll give you a chance, you let it fall to the wayside a little bit. But nonetheless, Mad Child was nice. He has a different type of battle rapping style that other niggas can't do, not even most of these King of the Dot niggas can do. But Daylight, you got Mad Child going against a Daylight that's about to be on URL soon. So Daylight ain't gonna fuck around. I'm trying to remember, because Daylight's one of my boys. I ain't gonna say it like that, but he's a cool ass nigga, straight up. One of the coolest motherfuckers I know. But he says when it comes to battles and antics, he does it like a 2-on-2. So 2 battles he'll be real and 2 battles he'll do antics. I haven't tried to keep count because I don't watch all of them joints. But he wasn't nothing to play with at Blackout 5. Especially with somebody that everybody's not familiar with. How he thinks, if he battling somebody and the responses aren't that great, then he's going to try to do an antic. If it's the other way around, he ain't playing with the nigga. Mad Child, he had to watch this shit long enough to know that he couldn't play with the nigga. So here's my handle, here's my spout. I'm a little teapot. That's that. Conceited versus Dumbfounded. This is the greatest Conceited I have ever seen. Period. You know what? I'll take that back. This is a better Conceited than the one that battled B Magic at Summer Madness 4. Not saying that Khan at Summer Madness 4 wasn't nice. But like he said at the battle, he been wanting Dumbfounded since grind time. So, and that only not lets you know that Khan's a grind time nigga, but it also shows you that he ain't trying to battle niggas all the time. And I'm saying nigga as in a black man. To me, nigga is everybody. You ain't gotta be white to be a cracker. You ain't gotta be black to be a nigga. I'm upset about that. But yeah, Khan been wanting Dumbfounded for a long time. He finally got him, and he showed he could do it, that motherfucker. He was like, Khan did Khan, but I guess it was the desire to want to battle this brother to make him, go on full-fledged. This is the most wittiest, the most charismatic, the most bar-heavy Conceited I have seen. Straight up. Because that third round, when he said, I light 8 sticks like it's Hanukkah, just to get you capped like a yarmulke, that'll racist mark like a swastika. I load and flash still, that's photographers. And the can, it'll cap it all like Ottawa. That shit was stupid. But let's get to Dumbfounded side. This is considered a win for the fans. Because Dumbfounded, we don't know if he's going to battle again anytime soon, in the near future. But if this is his last battle, I wouldn't be mad. Because Dumbfounded came back like he never left. All 3 rounds, he came with some fire shit. It's like the few shit that sticks in my head. Besides the last one, when he stole his slogan. One of my favorite ones that Dumbfounded was the first round when he said, "I feel like Kanye on a yay high, because with this pussy, these cameras, and organic as this host, and my own Dateline." that was like, to me that was funny. It was funny, but it's like since that first line when he did that shit was crazy. That nigga said, "Oh man, it's like you got it's like you sell your you can shop it. He's like you get your clothes from Baby Gap." So look at your baby ass with little baby tats. That nigga was silly. The whole slow it down. That's my nephew. I just met you. That whole shit was crazy. Dumbfounded's witty punchlines, it matched Khan's witty punchlines. Put them two together, you got a classic match, no matter how long it took for the match to happen. Classic and Dumbfounded truly will be one of, it's already like one of the most highest viewed battles already on off the event. So I'm sure it's going to get 1 million views like that. Next up, what I just saw, what just got released like literally a couple hours ago. Chilla Jones versus 100 Bullets. I'm fresh off of just watching that, so I can give you a clear conception of who I think won. And how I feel about it, you pick who you chose in round, you pick who you think won in round 2, and that's who won. 100 Bullets got round 1, clearly. Chilla Jones got round 3, clearly. Round 2 is where you have to pick. You have to pick who won round 2, and then you'll see who won the battle. That's my opinion. 100 Bullets changed up. Not a lot, not significantly, but, well, it has been significantly because the 100 Bullets I'm used to seeing, he raps with a higher octave, and a little bit faster pace, hand gestures and all of that shit. For some reason in this battle, he decided not to, go beyond, go to his normal repertoire. He was a little bit more methodical, a slower pace, still had his punchlines, and he rapped in a lower tone. That to me surprised the hell out of me. I was expecting to hear that against Chilla Jones, but he brought it in a whole different style. A little bit, not in a monotone manner, but in a more calm, complex manner where, he was almost talking to you with the punches instead of like just straight up rapping at you. As to where Chilla, he was doing Chilla. His first round was light. His second matched up with Hundreds, and third, he did what he had to do to smoke a nigga. So I don't know any other. I just watched it. I'm gonna post a bar of the day on it as soon as I'm done with this video. So I don't know all the bars. Some of it, I definitely know for a fact that the shit that they were saying was dope. How 100 Bullets was mocking Chilla on his schemes was funny. I was dying laughing when he said some shit in his third round. And that whole bean scheme was silly too. I like that shit. So Chilla and 100 Bullets, dope. Conceited and Dumbfounded, classic. Daylight and Mad Child. Great match, but that goes to the quill. Serious Jones and Head Ice. Quick review. Ice. Nigga. Ice. I love Serious Jones. And I hope he smokes DNA at Known 5. But Head Ice got that one. And I'm not going to rambling on, think about what other battles that came from Blackout 5. Because I said this is going to be short and sweet, man. I'm not going to bash y'all in the heads with 30-minute long blogs and shit. Only if y'all want me to. I'm not that popular yet. So, that's my review. I will be back on volume 4 for more recaps of Rookies versus Vets and Blackout 5. Thinking of other events that's coming up, but really, it's only like 2 events that's about to happen. The Back to Basics from King of the Dot, which is going to be a good event. You know, no crowds, just straight up 2 niggas spitting, maybe a small entourage, and that's it. Shout out to Avocado for coming up with this concept. Yeah, part of the concept was just like 3 live cameras, doing like, you know, filming these cats going off almost like a quiet room. And then you also got damn, forgot the name of it already. But it's RvV's event. I want to say it's Mean and Vicious, but I'm not sure. But it features Ill Will versus Show Off. I fucks with Show Off because he's different and he's the same, but he's different. And I want to see Ill Will smoke this nigga. No disrespect, because Show Off, he follows me. I fuck with Show Off. But nigga, I'm from the D. Yaktown, 30 minutes away. You think I'm gonna not go for the home team? Fuck out of here. Oh, since I'm doing that, Back to Basics, of course I'm picking my nigga John over Kid Twist. Alright? Oh, and Head Ice over KG too. But yep, volume 4 coming up later on. Fuck with y'all later. A.N.T.i-Social Files, volume 3. Subscribe, motherfuckers.